I'll take these pictures. Let's do it. And then it ends and it's like, hey, you should come to Miami with us. I got a group of us. We're going to this conference. Floyd Mayweather's going to be there and we're going to make it happen. And it will pay you back. No problem. And I'm like, well, I kind of don't have money now because I bought a ticket to your conference. I see the price. It was like $800. I'm 19. I don't have that money. I look at those videos again. That move you're scared to make is the one that will change your life. I look at my mom. I go, Mom, I need a credit card. I want to start building credit. She's like, what do you need a credit card for? You're 19. I go, I need to start building credit. And I was told it's a good thing to do. Absolute lie. I'm like, no, I'm going to Miami. I get that credit card. I call Brandon. I do the whole payment on a credit card. And then I realize the thing's got a $1,500 limit. I need a plane ticket still. So overtime at work, enough just to get that $800 down to $400 so I could put a plane ticket on top, max the card out. Maxed it out. Declined. And my mom's like, I'm like, hey, took off from work. I'm going to Miami. She's like, what? You're going to Miami? What? You're 19. How? When? With who? I go, I met these guys at this conference and they told me this conference would change my life. And the ticket wasn't that bad, Mom. She's like, how much was it? Like, it was $800, but trust me, it's going to work out. And she's like, $800? And she's like, are you joining a cult? I'm like, no, trust me. And she's like, who are you going with? Who are you staying with? I go, I got nowhere to stay, but I got the plane ticket, so I have to go. I get there. I call Carl and Michelle. Hey, man, I landed in Miami. I forgot the hotel part. It's okay, cool. My production crew is here. We got a room. You can go in and stay with them. I go in there. 7 guys, 2 beds. And they're like, where are you going to sleep? And then Carl comes in and he doesn't have a room. So now we're 10 guys, 2 beds, Miami, maxed out credit card. And I'm like, I'm 110 pounds. That shelf under the TV, we got a pillow. I laid down on that shelf on the TV, didn't sleep. I did not sleep 5 minutes the whole night. I couldn't, I was on a shelf. And I remember waking up and my mission was, if I don't make this work or I miss my flight, I'm not going home. So I went into that. I was up all night. I know because one of Carl's production crew was like, dude, put some headphones on because I'm watching all these motivational clips in the middle of the night. And I go in like, everybody's going to know who the hell I am. I don't care if it kills me. I remember when he goes, Dylan, why are you here? And I go, I'm here for a bigger vision, but I don't know what it is yet. But I want to make sure everybody knows who I am. So when the vision is built, they'll know that I'm the guy who created it. I'm shaking hands with Floyd Mayweather. I had these metal cards made, spent money on that I didn't have as well. And when I leave, I fly home and I have no idea what just happened. But I get off the plane, my mom picks me up and she looks at me and she goes, why's your brother telling me you met Mayweather? And I go, because I did. And she goes, what are you going to do with it? I go, I'm going to have him on my podcast. Never happened. Yet. But from there, I developed a relationship with Carl and Brandon, which it allowed me to do conferences, to connect with people, to meet actual celebrities, I've walked real red carpets, I've sold out events. And now I remember Brandon when he said, hey, I want to mentor you. I said, let's do it. He goes, what's your goal? I said, I want to speak at my home school that I graduated from last year. Last year I graduated. I want to speak there. And he goes, how are we going to do it? And he goes, how about you send an email? Find out who you need to get in contact with. Send the email, call the person. I sent an email to this school and DM'd every teacher. Found them on Facebook. I DM'd every teacher. I emailed the school district once a week for 3.5 years. While doing the conferences with Brandon, while doing the podcast with Carl, while working full time, while traveling, while doing speaker schools, trying to figure out how to do this. We do A to B. A to B changed my life forever. I can't even explain how that changed my life. Next thing you know, 2 months later, I get an email back from my school. I thought it was like fake. I thought it was like, oh, this is not a real email. Hey, Dan, we'd love for you to come speak. What's your fee? I'm like, a fee? I'm like, you're paying. I was like, $2,000. Like, how about we bring you down to $1,200? I was like, $1,200 done. So I get to the school and they're like, what do you need? I go, I just need a projector. I'll bring my laptop. I'll just plug the laptop in. I plug it in. It's up there. I sit down. They give some awards to teachers. It's the whole district staff. It's 480 people in my home auditorium. Biggest moment of my life. I'm like, sweet. I'm sitting front row like, it's my moment to shine, baby. It's all worth it. They announce me. She hands me the mic. I look at the crowd. I'm like, that's huge. Okay, let's do this. I look up. Screen turned off. Oh, shoot. The guy comes up. He's like, yo, the bulb died in the projector. You're on.
That's crazy.
Biggest moment of my career. I go, that's cool. I had repped this thing out for 2.5 weeks and I did 3 speaker schools. I got this. And I lived my story that I'm about to tell. I give that story in a 38-minute keynote. When it's done, I go to walk off stage. I don't want to see the crowd out of my subconscious. I'm like, I probably bombed. I'm not looking. I hear applause. And then out of the corner of my eye, I see one person stand. I'm like, oh, he's leaving. And then I kind of look, see another person stand. And then I scan across the right side. Everybody's on their feet. And I scan across the whole 480-person auditorium. Everybody is on their feet. Everybody is clapping like this. They are whistling and screaming that we love you.
Wow.
At the biggest moment. One time I almost cried on stage and I told Brandon, I think my other mentor, Craig Siegel, I was going to cry, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to do that. And they told me, do it, lean in. So obviously emotions. I lean into it. I look down, I bend over, I literally start crying. I walk across the stage and I just enjoy it. And at that moment, I knew that investment to go Miami was all worth it. Thank you guys so much. I'm Dylan Smith. Oh, thank you.